Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Muhammad Ubaid and this is another video of Basics of Structural Analysis series. In this series, we discuss different topics related to structural analysis. And today, we will discuss deflection, slope, and elastic curve. After that, we will discuss deflection and slope at different types of support conditions. And in the last of this video, we will take some example for our illustration purpose so that we can understand the topic very clearly. And if you want to learn all these topics from basics, please watch the video till the end. And if you have any confusion regarding all these topics, please comment down and I will try to answer all your questions as soon as possible. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and share the video. So let's get started.
So today the topic of our video is deflection and slope. To understand this topic, we will take an example of a beam. This is our beam and we will assume that this beam is supported at point A and also at point B by pinned support, and we will assume our x-axis in this direction and our y-axis in the vertical direction. Okay, and we will take a simple case of symmetric load, which means that we will apply a point load at the mid span of the beam L by 2 here and L by 2 here. The load is applied at the midpoint of the beam because we have only applied a vertical load, so we will only get vertical reaction, which will be P by 2 and P by 2 at support B because the load is symmetric. We will not get any horizontal reaction because there is no horizontal loading. Okay, so as we have discussed in the previous video that at a pin support we only get rotation. Okay, the beam can only rotate but it cannot translate in any direction. If we see at the joint A, the beam can rotate like this but it cannot translate in x direction, and it can also not translate in y direction. It can only rotate in this manner, and also at B the beam can rotate in this manner. Okay, so if we draw the deflected shape of this beam, the deflected shape will be like this. This is the beam, these are the support B, A, and after applying the load here at let us name this point as C, the beam will deflect like this. Okay, so this will be the deflected shape of the beam. What we say this shape, we call it deflected shape, or we can also say it elastic curve. Okay, these are the very common name of this deflected shape. Now what is deflection? This is the deflected shape of the beam under this loading. The deflected shape will change according to the load. If we apply a load here at this point, then the deflected shape will be different. If we apply a load at this point and also we apply a load at this point, then the deflected shape will also be different. Okay, so we can have different deflected shape according to the loading we have which we have applied on the load. So what will be the deflection for this loading? The deflection will be the vertical difference between the ordinate at this point and the ordinate vertically below, like this. Okay, this is the point C on the initial shape of the beam, and let us say that this point is C dash, which is just vertically below the point C on the deflected shape of the beam. This is point C dash. The difference between these two ordinate will be the deflection. Let us denote our deflection as delta, will be the deflection at point C. In the similar way, we can also find the deflection at this point let us say that this point is D. Just take the ordinate of this point and the ordinate of this point. We can also get the deflection at point D. So this is the deflection. Now what is slope? To understand slope, we will just redraw this figure so that we can understand the slope very clearly. This is our beam which is pinned support at both the joint, and this is the deflected shape of our beam under the loading condition which is applied at the midpoint of the beam. This is the load which is applied at the midpoint of the beam. So the slope is defined as the angle between the x-axis. We have assumed that this is our x-axis, and in the vertical direction we have assumed that this is our y-axis. So as I was saying that the slope is defined as the angle between the x-axis and the tangent draw at that point on the deflected shape. What does it mean? If we find the deflection at point B, so we will just draw a tangent. We will just draw a tangent at B like this, and we will just measure the angle between the x-axis and this tangent in the counterclockwise. This will be our theta B. Okay, so what is slope? Slope is the angle measured in the counterclockwise between the tangent draw at that point on the deflected shape and the x-axis. In the similar way, we can find the slope at any other point on this deflected shape of the beam. Just draw the tangent at that point and measure the angle between the tangent and the x-axis. We will now, after understanding the slope and deflection, we will just take some examples to understand these concepts clearly for different types of support. After this, first of all, we will take a very simple example of fixed support. So in fixed support, this is our fixed symbol of fixed support. This is the beam. Now if we apply a load here, what will happen? This beam will change its shape. So this beam will look like this, because in the previous video we have seen that at the fixed support we will not have any degree of freedom. DOF, what will be the DOF at fixed support? DOF, degree of freedom, at fixed support is 0. Okay, degree of freedom is 0. So we cannot have any rotation or translation at this fixed support. As we can see from this deflected shape, the deflected shape has no rotation, neither translation at the fixed support. But here this end is free, let's say this end B, and because this end is free, this end will deflect, and this will be the deflection. It is B dash. So this vertical change is our deflection. Okay, now if you want to find out the slope at fixed support will also be 0. So at fixed support we will have deflection is also 0 and theta, which is slope, is also 0. At free end we will have deflection. Okay, we will also have slope. To find the slope at point B, what we can do, we will just let us erase this. We will just draw a tangent at point B and we will measure the angle, this will be our theta b at point B. This will be our slope at point B. Now we will take a look over our next support, which is roller support, because pin support we have already discussed in our first example. So we will take an example of our last type of support, which is roller support. Okay, this is our roller and this is our beam. Let us assume that this the other joint of the beam is pin support. So in the previous video we have seen that at roller support we will only have vertical reaction Fy, and if we apply a load at midpoint of this beam L/2 from here and L/2 from here, we will get P/2 here and we will get P/2 at support B. At this support, let us name this support as A and name this support as B. At support A and support B we will only have rotation. We will not have any type of translation at B, but we can have translation at A. If we apply a horizontal loading in this direction of beam, then maybe the beam can change its length and there will be horizontal change in the length of the beam, so the beam can translate in horizontal direction, but it cannot move in vertical direction. So there will be vertical reaction, but it can rotate at point A and also at joint B and also at joint A. Okay, so at joint A or at pin support, at roller support, for roller support what we will get, the deflection will be 0 and but there will be slope. Okay, slope will not be 0. And for pin support, deflection will be 0 and theta will not be 0. Okay, and for fixed support, deflection will be 0 and theta will also be 0. Okay, so these were the deflection and slope for our three types of support which are generally used in structural analysis. So to understand the deflection and slope more clearly, we will take some examples. We will take some random cases of beam. First of all, we will just take an example of a beam. This is the beam which is fixed support, which is fixed supported at both the point. This is point A, this is joint, this is support A and this is support B. Now if we have applied a uniform distributed load on this beam, now what will be the deflected shape of this beam? Let's say this load is W or 25 kilonewton per meter, just a random value. Now what will be the deflected shape of this beam, approximate deflected shape of this beam, because we are not using any types of equation here. We will derive those equation and we will discuss more detail about those equation in our coming videos. Just we are just trying to get an idea of deflected shape, because deflected shapes are very important. If we are solving any problem for of structure analysis, then it is very important to have an previous idea of deflected shape of the beam, what will be the deflection at that point, because after solving that question we may get wrong answer, and we will not be able to understand that our answer is correct or our answer is wrong. So it is very important to understand the behavior of the beam under different types of loading. Now if we try to draw the deflected shape of this beam, what will be the deflected shape of the beam? As we have said, at fixed support, this is the fixed support and this is also a fixed support. At fixed support, deflection will be 0, theta will be, slope will be 0, and at B deflection will be 0, theta will be 0. So the deflected shape of this beam, this is our, if we just draw this beam, this is our initial shape of this beam. So after the load is applied, the deflected shape of this beam will be like this. Okay, because at point A and at B there will be no deflection and there will be no slope as well. Okay, we can also write here that at this point deflection will be 0 and slope will be 0, and at point B deflection and slope will also be 0. So in this way we can construct or we can draw the deflected shape of this loading case. Now we will take our next example, which is very important example, and we will solve some numerical problems on this type of load, also this type of beam also. This is fixed here and here it is roller. Because there is a roller support, it will only give a vertical reaction under any type of load. Okay, so what will be the deflected shape of this beam? If we apply a load here like this, if we apply a load P here, what will be the deflected shape of this beam? The beam will deflect like this, because at fixed support there will be no rotation and there will be no deflection. The beam will rotate only at this support B. So this will be the deflected shape of the beam. Here only vertical reaction. Okay, this will be the deflected shape of the beam, because we have seen that at roller support we will have rotation, which means at roller support theta will not be 0 but deflection will be 0, and at fixed support deflection will be 0 and theta will also be 0. So in this way we can draw the deflected shape for this case of loading. Now we will take another example which is very important and which is also a tricky case. This is the case, this is our beam. The beam is pin supported at this point. Okay, at this point the beam is pin supported, and here the beam is roller supported. Okay, at this point the beam is roller supported. Now if we apply a moment at this point, this moment will try to change the shape of this beam and the beam will be deflected under this loading. So what will be the deflected shape of this beam? So it is a very important question, and we will try to draw the deflected shape of this beam. Under this loading condition, this beam will behave like this. Just draw, let us draw a exaggerated view of this beam so that we can easily see what are the important things which is related to this type of beam. So this is our pin support and this is our roller support. Now if we apply a moment here, what will happen? This moment will bend the beam at this support and this will behave like this, but after here the beam will bend, but at pin support or after the pin support, the beam shape will remain as it was before bending. Let's say this is C and this is C dash. Okay, so there will be deflection, but the beam will remain straight as it was before the loading. But here at before the roller support, the beam will bend due to the bending moment, which is due to the moment which is applied at this point. So this is very important case, because if we know the slope at point B at this point, we can easily find the slope at point C. Just use the simple geometry and we will get the slope at point C. So this is another example of deflection and how can we get the slope. We can get the deflection by just measuring the ordinate, and we can also use the equations which we will see in our next videos. So for this video, this is it, and we will meet in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.